Goodness, talk about styles making contests here. Two braggadocious, swaggering braggarts. One's on the side of good, one is on the side of strange.
Strange indeed. I'm not going to lie. I'm on the Stefon King team here because Dongalem came in here and ruined the match I was most excited for.
Not to be confused, take a look there on the outside of the ring. That is Evan.
Join us and be my living sculpture.
Living sculpture, he said.
So maybe now offering the same invite to Stefon King. Preying on the young...
The we chance, that'd be yes in French.
The insecure young wrestler of today's day and age.
When asked earlier, I asked Dongalem, where in France where are you from? So that's on a need-to-know basis, and all I need to know is that I currently reside in Hell's Kitchen area of Manhattan.
Interesting. Right now, Dongalem with a headlock on Stefon King. Shove off, shove. Oh! Stefon King! I didn't see that coming. The bowling pin knocked down the bowling ball.
I was going to say I know a thing or two about that with my good friend Don Gillis, but the Sultan of Sass proving exactly what. There's a lot of sass in that shoulder tackle. My goodness. I was going to say Dongalem, do a little bit of research with Dongalem as a type of pear. The patriarch. The pear tree. Dongalem. Well, it would appear as if his pears are ripe. He's got some fruit for the picking on the outside. We just knew him as, Stephen Bradley.
Evans Bob.
Bradley Stevens and Evans Bob. Is a very strange turn of events, and I suppose I don't know what to make of it here on this first outing for Rad Pro Rasslin. All I know is that right now, Dongalem is in the driver's seat.
And all I know is these turnbuckles are getting a workout here today at Rad Pro Wrestling. Oh, we finally got a block on that. Good job, Stefon King, using his buttocks as an offensive weapon right there. More action into the turnbuckles. Uno, dos.
Every bit of it and everything thrown with purpose if you're Stefon King from the Royal Palace, also undisclosed location. Not exactly sure where that is.
I don't know where anybody's from. We all just know that they're right here in Amesbury, Massachusetts at the Bear Wolf Brewery.
How do you do? Dongalem, the fruit doesn't fall too far from the tree, and it just fell really hard right there.
I mean, it fell and it flipped and it gyrated. Whip reversal. Water on the bridge, no. Catches the head scissor, maybe, no. Taste my buttock.
You want to talk about putting your butt into it? That's certainly one way to do it.
Dongalem now rocking and reeling. Stefon King goes in. We got a Casadora, no. Victory roll sends him flying. Dongalem hits that ropes with his neck. Ooh, and a big old flying, leaping leg drop.
Kick out at the count of two. Stefon King a little surprised, but realizes he's going to have to do a little bit more to put away Dongalem.
Kids these days so innovative. In my day, that would have been a shoulder tackle followed by a back elbow with a clothesline and maybe an atomic elbow if you wanted to get fancy.
You're the one that told me I have to get out of the 80s there, Chuck Prescott.
Hey, sometimes you just get stuck in your ways. I didn't get out of it. Well, I mean, I got out of the 80s time-wise, but I quit my wrestling before then. So this ain't my wrestling these days. This are these kids, but I don't hate on them, right? You got to let them have their world. It's their world of pro wrestling. You got to let them build it. It's what they make of it because they're the future. Not me. I'm just sitting here to talk about it.
Stefon King lighting up the chest of Dongalem here. Gets blocked by Dongalem. Taking a bite. Taking a bite out of Stefon King.
And talking about the future of wrestling, I don't see biting being allowed anytime soon.
Really?
Nope.
Let's see.
Things change, but I don't think that changes.
Dongalem right here in front of us, measuring out Stefon King. Coming in, gets the back, very nicely done, and lands on his feet, too, right into the cover. Doesn't put all of it into it. Lackadaisical cover. You're going to have to do a little bit more to put away Stefon King.
You know how I feel about a lackadaisical cover.
You already mentioned it earlier. I understand.
I'm not for it.
Understood. Dongalem here now. Look, talk about strength in numbers. I thought Eyeless, talk about a coach or a second at ringside when you looked at Flitz, but Dongalem has two contenders out here who, wait a second, come on now.
I didn't think they were moving still.
These two kids didn't even have the wherewithal to give me music. What does it say on their back? I didn't realize there was paint on their back. What does
something
that say?
About loving.
Try to read. Don't worry what it says. It doesn't matter what you say.
Love, live.
Long live. Come, Chuck, do you need my glasses?
Laugh, live, love, live, love, and laugh. It says live, love, and laugh. My wife has that hanging on our wall in our living room.
You are too much, Chuck Prescott. My goodness.
Dongalem now picking Stefon King up off the canvas by the hair, which is illegal. There we go. Fight back. Closed fist, also illegal. Forearm, that is perfectly legal. Ooh.
Nicely done. Dongalem getting out of the way. Stefon King, though, has got a couple tricks up his sleeve. He's going to get kicked right in the back of the head, right in the brain.
Very well scouted by Dongalem. Saw that kick coming, followed it up with a super kick and a backcracker.
Knees to the back there. Crack in the back of one Stefon King, who does not want to go back to the Royal Palace tonight with the defeat. Our first ever main event here at Rad Pro Rasslin. This is for the bragging rights, to say the least, Chuck.
It's a huge deal, right? You got an up-and-coming wrestling company. You want to be the first main eventer, right, which they are now. They both achieved that goal, but then you want to win. Just being there, not good enough. It's like going to the Super Bowl and losing like we just saw the Buffalo Bills do not that long ago.
JC is looking for a stretch. Abdominal stretch, one of the most deadly moves in professional wrestling over the last decade.
One of my favorite maneuvers. In fact, I've actually once upon a time tapped a man out with an abdominal stretch. See, but he's doing it wrong. That left leg, right, you need to use your toes and hook it around that ankle, right, and helps you pull, applies pressure, right? It's like
you do
simple
lose a little
machines.
bit of balance at the same time,
Simple
but
machines
I
in science. Yeah, you apply, but the other guy's balancing for you. You hook that grapevine in there nice like that, you're good. You ain't going nowhere.
So Stefon King able to get out of it. Maybe for the same reason that you just said, Chuck, did not hook that foot all the way around. Grabbing that hair, though.
If that foot was hooked, he'd still be holding on to that ab stretch.
Catch them, nicely done.
Oh, it was a fancy little jaw jacker there. Send Dongalem into the corner.
Say, trying to find himself here is Stefon King. Sends Dongalem to the buckle. Up and over to the outside. Lands on his feet. Incoming. Stefon King gets caught.
Those Dongalem kicks are deadly, I'll tell you what. And Dongalem's already connected with a few of them.
Choking him. Choking him on the ropes. Referee's going to get to the count of 5. Let's go.
Smart wrestling right there, playing within the rules, right? The rules don't say you can't choke on the ropes. They just say you can't choke on the ropes longer than 5 seconds. 4.5, that's less than 5.
I'd certainly say that maybe these technicalities is how you had such a long career, Chuck Prescott.
Oh, no, I had such a long career because I don't bump.
Anyway, Dongalem here in the driver's seat firmly against Stefon King. Okay, now he's just going to just tarnish him with his words here. Getting him up, feeling the effects of the two gentlemen on the outside.
See, now here's the one problem I find with Dongalem's offense. It's kind of all over the place. It's been a couple kicks in the head, offense to the legs, offense to the midsection, right? You want to pick one body part and you want to tear it apart, right? Because then you can just slap hold in that submission move, sit back and relax and enjoy your W.
Dongalem here says, I need to be fanned? This is unusual. I wonder why. Come on. Bud Worley, pay attention. My goodness.
Bud Worley right now focused on Dongalem and pulling Dongalem. Right, he's actually listening to Dongalem. Very persuasive. I've learned that. Right?
Have you ever been asked to be fanned in a wrestling match?
No, maybe I should have more often.
Dongalem now going to pick the bones here. Stefon King. Say, we understand that Dongalem's wrestling pedigree.
Evans, Bob, and Stephen Bradley just sitting over there waiting for their turn to attack. I still can't believe you had these. Look how great shape they're in. How many hours in the gym?
Bradley Stevens.
Bradley Stevens, Bradley Stevens. I don't know. Too confusing, right? But these kids put in so many hours in training into the gym to get in here and start building a name for themselves on independence, and it just takes one.
Ooh. Says don't do that. Ew! Clap! Right in the mouth, actually. Catch him with a clothesline. Back elbow. This.
Oh, we got a little one-handed cartwheel into the head. Says beautifully done. After that double slap to the cheeks.
Stefon King's athleticism on full force there. Standing handspring back elbow from Stefon King.
Oh, Dongalem with the spear. No. Oh, we got feet hook.
Oh,
that's it. 3, 2, 1. No.
Nicely done, Stefon King. I've never seen a maneuver quite like that.
Dongalem again earlier tonight took advantage of these impressionable young up-and-comers, tried to do the same thing to Stefon King, but Stefon King not having it. And right now, Stefon King got Dongalem on the ropes. Goes for that Casador again, no luck. Ducks under.
Quesarito? The what?
Queso, what? You gotta learn some Spanish, man. You never been to Mexico?
No, I have not.
Got some good wrestlers down there. You're gonna learn one day.
Drop toe hold.
Boom!
That's nicely done. And then the tiger feint kick, as it were.
Biting the ropes, so many germs on those ropes right there. That's how you get a fever blister.
A lot of paint on them, too, on that top rope. Cover.
1,
2. almost like a dart thrown, almost like a spear of sorts.
Interesting.
Using his body like a spear
I
to
would say
take
it
down
would
his
be more.
opponent.
I would say more like a gore action.
Almost like that of a rhinoceros. Yes.
Correct.
Effective maneuver nonetheless.
The only negative substance here. Thank you.
Saying a lot of things. The fans here in Amesbury, Mass. at Beowulf Brewing. Grateful to have been here today. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Boom Athletics, for sponsoring this bout. I had the words taken out of my mouth. The Comic Book Palace in Haverhill, Massachusetts, sponsoring that last contest, the tag team contest.
Oh, we got a little torture rack, baby. Oh,
Lands
drop
on
down.
his feet, does Dongalam. Catches him with a slap. Very effective. Catch him. Right in the mush.
A mule kick to the face. I love that. That was beautiful. Back to the torture rack. Oh, torture rack breaker. 2. Oh,
Only
so
2.
close. So close.
Say, that's not getting past any of the palace guards at the Royal Palace. A kick out at the count of 2.
I thought that was it. I thought that was lights out, match over, turn off the lights, buy me a beer, let's get out of here. But no.
Stefon King has to figure it out. Staying adamant, staying on his opponent. Dropping the leg across the throat of Dongalam. Third time's a charm, perhaps. Oh, not quite. Looking for that split leg drop, does not get it.
New face, who this?
Oh, new face, who this, he says. Ha, that slang talk these kids do these days, yes. Nicely done.
He got him locked up. What's this? Oh, then they're kissing? Why are they kissing?
I think he was saying good night.
2 head. No.
Kick out at the count of 2 from Stefon King.
So I'm confused why they kissed before that move, but one thing I know
wasn't so
about...
much we, it was he.
But
Say he was kissing him goodnight.
bottom line is that move was impactful. That torque from the hips with the pull down on the arm, face right into the canvas. I thought that was going to be 3. Oh, but here come the cronies. Referee, you can
once
say
again.
this is a disqualification
Yeah, you
and ring a
certainly
bell.
can, absolutely.
You have that power and
The
that
main
authority.
event, though, you don't want to see the main event and disqualification. Oh,
Right.
very close.
But at the same time, you got a job to do.
That's
Oh!
putting your butt into it. Stefon King, successful.
Oh, got a cartwheel. Oh, soul.
Theatrics.
Boom.
Little fruit by the foot there.
Very athletic human being is Dongalam.
Dongalam's got to turn
showing it
around.
off, but
Catch him! Gets him! That could be it! Knocked him unconscious!
in all my days, I have never seen a professional wrestling matchup end with a rear end to the face. But man, did it look impactful and
Your
holy
winner
cow!
of this contest, Stefon King! Unbelievable turn of events, knocked him out with his derriere.
I remember the first time I seen a DDT. I remember the first suplex I've ever seen. But man, I will never forget the first time I seen a match end with 2 glutes to the
Wait a
face.
minute.
It's the
What's going
pit balls.
on? The pit boss is back. The pit boss is back. Look out, Stefon King. What is this?
Stefon King trying to celebrate, but all of a sudden thought he was by the wall, but it wasn't a wall,
Not
it
a
was
wall.
the pit balls.
Yeah, the brick wall here in Beowulf didn't move into the wrestling ring. Pit boss is giving it to Stefon King here. What is this?
Stefon King still standing and fighting back. Let's go, young
He has no
man.
choice. He has to. Who's this? Wait a minute. Pit boss was talking about a pinch and pay line earlier. I thought he was talking about work jargon. That's. Oh, I saw these 2 guys with him earlier. Wait a minute. This must be pinch and pay line.
Now I'm a little bit confused. The pit boss is about 4 times the size of Stefon King. Why does he need 2 henchmen to come out here and help him?
Well, I don't know, but proving to be effective no matter what. The pit boss gets what he gets.
This is true.
Got the sub bosses for the floor here.
Maybe it's a work smarter, not harder kind of theory.
I don't know what's the stake of this. I don't know why this is even happening.
Oh, what we got here? Pile driver?
Pit
Power
boss, can't be
bomb?
pile drivers are illegal whether the match is happening or not.
Well, we've already seen a couple of them, so I don't know how illegal they are. We're going to power bomb.
Oh my
Bomb!
word! The most devastating hold in professional wrestling. A power bomb from the pit boss.
That's not a hold.
Flanked by these 2 men. What? No.
Oh.
No! Caving in the chest cavity of Stefon King.
So here we have the first main event in Rad Pro Wrestling history tainted by the pit boss. This was supposed to be Stefon King's moment. Somebody ring the bell, maybe that works.
Yes.
Where's all the referees at? Maybe that'll work. But this is just going on for way too long.
Yeah, wait, on his back. Wait a minute. That chain's on the ground now. No, not again. Not again. Oh, my. The double down.
Boom, ba,
The second splash, he just doubled down there. Unbelievable. Wait a second. Got something to say, does the pit boss.
Stefon, you call yourself a king? I know something about that name. The fact that you were in the main event tonight and I wasn't, that doesn't sit well with me. June 24th, we do this again. Let this be a lesson to you, Stefon. Hey, look at me. The house always wins.
Oh, can you believe
And you
it?
know who runs the house?
Put that on a t-shirt.
At Rad Pro Rasslin? The pit boss does. And the Commonwealth does.
Commonwealth.
So June 24th, I'll be back here. You better be too. Because if you want this,
Oh, wait a minute. Come on.
you're going to have to beat me for it.
Oh, boy. Taking that chain around his neck.
So they come, they ruin the man's moment. They jump the man when he wins the first ever main event here at Rad Pro Wrestling. Then they're going to go and steal his gold.
Listen, the big story here, he says this the Commonwealth. That would be Pinch, Payline, and the pit boss. The Commonwealth is here, and I believe the Commonwealth is here to stay, especially at the expense of Stefon King. Ruining a great moment, our main event here. Stefon King still victorious, but there's a lot to be discussed ahead of June 24th. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing my voice, thank you for tuning in to IWTV. I heard you. I'm telling the pit boss from the Commonwealth runs this. It's yours. It's yours. I'm not going to do anything. I've got nothing to say. Got nothing to say, sir.
Yeah, you better stop making that dude mad.
I got to get out of here. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
idea.
Thank you to IWTV. This is Rad Pro Wrestling for Chucky Prescott. I am Artie Carbonneau. We will see you next time.